Hey everyone, I'm Alex. Thanks for clicking and welcome to this lesson on 30 plus ways to say no in English. So no is a very common word, but if you want to not only say no all the time, if you're looking for some variety in your vocabulary, this video will help you do that. So here we have a question, a very common yes/no question. Do you want to see a movie with me? I've added the with me. Usually it's implied that it's with you, right? But just for clarity, I've added the with me. So do you want to see a movie with me? Yeah? Okay, let's imagine that it's no, okay? Because you're busy or you don't have the money or whatever the reason is. So, of course, you can just start with no. No is a very common word, right? But like I said, we're doing more than no in this lesson. You can also say nope. With the P, you gotta pop the P. Nope. Did you repeat? Okay, let's try to repeat. You can also say nah. Nah. So you have nah. Nah. So you have like a baby. Aw. Also like a baby, I guess. So nope, nah, nah, okay? And here we have some other ways. You can say uh-uh, uh-uh, mm-mm. You don't even have to open your mouth. That's the best part about this one. So just repeat after me, mm-mm. I'm shaking my head because that's no in North America anyway, all right? So, mm-mm. And if you want to say yes, you can actually say mm-hmm, right? Mm-hmm. But for no, it's mm-mm. So just mm-mm, double M, double M. You can also just say negative. Okay, that's a little bit more sarcastic and a way to say no. Want to see a movie? Negative. I don't. Sorry. Another way to say negative, negatory. That is a negatory, old buddy. Okay, so negative, negatory. Want to be polite? No thanks. No siree. So it's like saying no sir, right? But you can say no siree. Or if you want to go further, there's like no siree Bob. I don't remember which movie that's from. I've heard that in a movie before. The No Siree Bob, B-O-B. You can Google No Siree Bob and let me know where that's from in the comments. All right, if you want to be a little stronger and have your no be like never, you can say, you want to see a movie with me? Never. You're just not a good friend. Why would that person ask you? Okay, you can say no chance. Okay, there is 0.000 chance that I'm going to see a movie with you. No chance in hell, okay? No chance or no chance in hell. Even if we were in hell, I wouldn't see a movie with you. That's the general meaning there. No way, okay? No way. There's no path that will let me see a movie with you. Not in a million years. Not in a million years, okay? Maybe 2 million, but not 1 million. Not in a million years. Not on your life. Okay, so not on your life. Never in your life would I ever see a movie with you. Not even if you paid me. This is just very rude. So you're saying, if you gave me money, maybe you paid for me to see the movie, and you paid me more on top of that, I still wouldn't see the movie with you. So not even if you paid me. No. Okay? And finally, that's out of the question. Okay, out of the question. I cannot do it. That is impossible. No, nah, nah, mm-mm, negative, negatory, not on your life, not in a million years. I can't do it. Okay, so We have some ways to say no, some more slang ways to say never, no chance in hell, not in a million years, not even if you paid me. And now let's look at some more idiomatic ways to say no. Other ways to say no include I'll pass, or I'm gonna pass. Now, most people know, if you are learning English and you know a little bit about grammar, that you can use will for a decision made in the moment, like right now, I'll pass, and that you use be going to when something is a plan. However, a lot of native speakers don't make the distinction in this context between a decision in the moment and a plan, and they use them interchangeably. So you can say, I'll pass, or I'm gonna pass, and the meaning is, I am passing on your offer. I am not going to say yes to your offer. You can also just say pass, or if you want to be, a little cooler, like hard pass. Okay, just hard pass. Not interested at all. Okay, fat chance, or if you want to say the longer version of that, fat chance of that happening. Like, it's like saying no way or no chance of that happening. Next, we have, you want to see a movie? I'm good. Okay, this means I don't need to see the movie. I'm okay, I'm fine, thanks, but no thanks. Okay, I should have added that. Thanks, but no thanks is another one that you can add. So, I'm good, or I'm good, thanks. Okay? If you want to be a little more sarcastic, if that's your personality, the next two are a little more sarcastic. So you can say, let's not, or let's not and say we did. So, let's imagine that we went to the movies, but we didn't go to the movies. Let's say we went, but I'm not going with you, okay? And same idea here. Can we not and say we did? Okay, so can we not go to the movies but say we went to the movies? So again, let's not and say we did. Can we not and say we did? Okay, so if you want to be more sarcastic, you can use these two to say no to an offer of some sort. And okay, there are a ton over here. And this will depend on, what is the modal verb, the auxiliary verb that is used in the question, or the main verb that's used in the question. So to be polite, you can say, I'm afraid I, or sorry, but I, or you can just say, I can't, I don't, I won't, I shouldn't, I couldn't, I didn't, I wouldn't. Okay, so you can, if you want to make these softer, instead of saying, do you want to go to a movie? I can't. You can say, I'm afraid I can't, or sorry, but I can't. Do you want to go to a movie? I don't. That's very strong. If you say, sorry, but I don't. I'm afraid I don't. I don't want to go to a movie. So I won't. So, hey, will you be at the party? No, I won't. Sorry, but I won't. I'm afraid I won't. So, these are different ways to say no, but in a more polite way. And if the person, uses a should I, or should you, or should we, or could you, could I, could we, did you, do you, did you, did we, and you want to say no, you can just say, I, didn't, I couldn't. Hey, did you talk to Frank yesterday? I didn't. I'm afraid I didn't. Sorry, but I didn't. Okay? So you're saying no, but all you're doing is repeating the auxiliary verb in the question, but using the negative form of that auxiliary verb. So should I, or should we? We shouldn't. No, we shouldn't. Okay? Would you? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Okay? Would you do that? Second conditional. I wouldn't. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No, uh-huh means yes. Mm-mm. Means no. Okay. That's it, guys. That's everything. So hopefully after this lesson, you now have, more words in your vocabulary toolbox that will make you more comfortable and more confident to say no to people and use more words than just no. Because no it's a good word. It is a great word. But there are many, 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 many more ways to say no in English. And you've seen a whole bunch of them today. So please review the lesson, check it out again. And if you want to make sure that you got everything, as always, you can check out the quiz on engvid.com. While you're there, look at our other content. And if you really enjoy what we do, if you want us to continue doing lessons like this, you can support the website by making a donation on engvid.com/support. And as always, you can check me out on Facebook, on Twitter. Tell your friends to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If this is your first video of me and you're still watching me this far, you probably like me, maybe. So hit subscribe too. Make sure you turn on your notifications. And until next time, thanks for clicking.